It's a Good Friday to everyone, and it's great to be alive and great to celebrate Good Friday with so many fabulous folks, and to all of you who are celebrating too. We just finished our service here at St. Mary's, and as part of that, I shared a poem that I wrote, so I'll share it more broadly here. And it's called Praying with the Passion. As I consider again my Lord's passion, I'm taken again by the fashion that it all unfolded plain as day, how an innocent life was taken away. Why didn't anyone just yell stop? Why did all just wait for the shoe to drop? Could it be that all were forced just to cower, as they were all beneath colonial power? His followers and friends had been there before. They had the hopelessness of being poor. The authorities, too, given direction from Rome to avoid an insurrection. Their hard fought agency came at a high cost of their people and souls. So much would be lost. Was Jesus wishing that his disciples had stayed, or were his happiest memories just being replayed? Was his heart breaking for those who came before, without his privilege of resurrection in store? He knew full well that life continued for all, and yet that unlike him, most couldn't answer that call to see them again so soon in the flesh and the body, to manifest right away God's power so gaudy. Where was that kindness so wonderfully displayed? He must have felt so incredibly betrayed. And yet I bet he gleaned every concerned face, every caring supporter who appeared out of place, every small flower, every blessing breeze. These gave him the joy to bring him to his knees. And in the midst of his horrible pain, his countenance too was at times slain, knowing that a ministry and a life with all his crew would have been more blessed and so many more memories and so many things to do. Then up he went with pain so great, wondering how his creations could this torture create. How in the name of justice manufacture something so cruel, machinate such a weapon, such a terrible tool, and place on it a human like them flesh and bone, lift them so high up to die in pain and alone. As he labored and labored for each and every breath, he spent them all praying through the full breath of the people he'd met, of those in the crowd, at times in silence and at times out loud. He was his last chance to pray just like one of us. It was worth all the struggle, it was worth all the fuss. When he was done praying on all those whose gaze he's cast, he gave up his spirit and breathed his last. He met just like us, death squarely in the face, like all of us admitted to God's loving embrace. A blessed Good Friday.